What's up, MMO Attack fans? This is Zach here, bringing you a first impressions video for Hawken, a mech-based MMO FPS developed by Adhesive Games. Right now, we're taking a look at the garage screen. This being a mech-based MMO FPS, there's going to be a lot of different mechs, mechanized vehicles, robots, whatever you want to call them, that you can pick from, and they all sort of specialize in different things. The starter mech in this game is actually very, very good, and I've already leveled it up to level 6. Yeah, that's right, in Hawken, you don't actually level up yourself, your account. You level up individual mechs, and the higher you level, the more access you have to certain things. For example, let's click Customize right here. You can get different primary weapons, like a submachine gun or an assault rifle. They all have different things. The submachine gun is rapid fire, but loses accuracy. Or the assault rifle. The submachine cannon has low heat generation, but it's not quite as strong as the assault rifle. You can click on the Optimize tab, and you can see sort of like a skill tree setup. The skill trees work similarly as they do in a lot of other MMORPGs, whereas you sort of go down a specific tree. Do you want to be a more defensive class? Do you want to be more for offense? Do you want to have some evasive abilities? However you want to play, you can customize your mech to suit your needs. Style, you can customize the color of your mech, although that's mostly for the cash shop. Body shop, kind of the same way. You can customize the look of your mech, but again, that's mostly a cash shop item. Upgrades, certain things are upgraded, but of course I don't have that many because I'm not that high a level. And again, you can equip different things such as turrets and shields and radiators, and they all sort of have different abilities, positives and negatives. But if even that doesn't do it all for you, you can purchase mechs. Now you can purchase mechs with cash shop money, or you can purchase mechs with in-game money. I don't think there are any mechs, at least not in this window that I'm looking at right here, that are only paid for with cash shop money. But you can take a look at all the different mechs that are available, and you can get a basic overview of the loadout, what weapons they come equipped with, and things of that nature. You can see what's popular, what a lot of people are like to play as. And you can also take certain mechs for a quote test drive. Now the test drive works simply in that these mechs are totally free to use up until a certain date. For example, this says test drive expires on 4/16/2013. So it's always pretty cool to see a developer giving stuff away like this on a for a limited basis, completely for free. But I think we're going to go ahead and play a game now. So we're going to go ahead and jump into play. You can go to the server browser and join a game manually, but you can also enter a quick match. There are 4 game types. There's team deathmatch and deathmatch. The deathmatch game types are fairly self-explanatory. Missile assault is essentially where you have to capture a series of waypoints before you can go after a main waypoint. Siege is the only game mode I don't have a lot of experience with, but essentially it says you collect energy units to launch your battleship at the enemy base, then control the anti-air to attack enemy ships and protect your own ship. Let's check out the server browser and see if we can find a particularly large team deathmatch game going on. Team deathmatch is probably my favorite game mode. We're going to go ahead and see out of the servers that most people are playing on. There's a missile assault with 17 people. I don't see a very populated team deathmatch. Looks like it's all 12. Looks like it's all 12. So we're going to go ahead and try to jump into that. Oh, join failed. Let's try to join the one that says 9. Join failed. Alright, now we find one, and it's just going to load real quick. Hopefully the game's already going on so we can just sort of jump in and start playing. Okay, we are in game now. As you can see, this game is graphically very, very impressive, and it actually comes with a fairly small file size as well. Why does it come with a small file size? Well, I think if you actually took a look at the game in terms of the environments, while they are aesthetically pleasing, they are kind of similar. It's very much lots of gray, lots of gritty looking buildings, sort of the same thing all the way around. And I think that, again, that was a conscientious design choice because it does allow the game to look absolutely beautiful, and this game does look absolutely stunning. While at the same time it keeps the file size down and allows it to be quite playable, even on machines that are less than top of the line. And this game was developed by a much smaller sort of indie MMO or sort of indie game developer as opposed to a game that was developed by a much larger studio. I think it would almost be impossible for this game not to be compared with Mech Warrior Online, another mech based sort of competitive MMO type game. But the reality of the situation is you're really comparing, when you compare those two games, you're really comparing apples and oranges. And having played both of them, I can say that because they don't really, beside the fact that you're playing a mech in both games, the games don't really feel all that similar to each other. Mech Warrior is very slow paced. It's very methodical, very strategic. If you're someone that likes to plan strategies, if you like to get into a guild, or not a guild, but a clan maybe is what they call them in those types of games, and you like to work together as a team, then Mech Warrior is a really good game for you. But if you just want to jump in and kill some people, Hawken is great. Hawken is very simplistic, and when I say simplistic, I don't mean simplistic in a negative sense, because Hawken is actually a very, very good game. I think simplicity in many respects, especially in this respect, is actually a good thing, because it simply means that it's easy to pick up and play, and I think that's the intention of a game like this. It's very simple. Basically, movement is WASD. You can jump with the space bar. If you jump and then hold the space bar, you can use your thrusters to hover. If you press and hold the shift key, you can do sort of a turbo boost. You can strafe with the A and D key, and if you hold the shift key while you strafe, you sort of do a little side step like that, a quick step. You can shoot your submachine guns with the left mouse button, and you can shoot missiles with the right mouse button. And once you figured that out, you've pretty much got the basics of the game down pat. You really only have to play for a few minutes before you're already killing other mechs. So it's a great game to just sort of jump in, play for an hour, play for 30 minutes, however long you want to play, and just have some fun. You don't really have to put a lot into it. It's not something that you have to devote a lot of time to just to be able to enjoy. And like I was saying earlier, right out of the gate, your starter mech is actually very, very solid. In Mech Warrior Online, I've read reports that that's not necessarily the case. And again, I don't mean to compare these two games because, as I said, they are really apples and oranges. However, I think the comparison is certainly going to be drawn. So it really just depends which one you like, in terms of which one you like, which one you'd be more suited for, in terms of which type of game that you enjoy more. This game is much more arcade-like. I could definitely see I could definitely see a game very, very similar to this being played in an arcade somewhere. Because again, it's very easy to just sort of get a feel. I mean, you don't have to be an expert. Like, this guy's jumping all over me here. You don't have to be an expert at the game, but it's very easy to just sort of get a handle on the basics. It's very easy to figure out what you're supposed to do, like to kill that guy. I mean, I'm quite sure he's been playing longer than me, but I was still able to kill him, and I am by no means good at this game. I'm really not, and I'm under quite a bit of damage, so I'm going to try to find a place to hide, and then I'm going to press the C key, and all of a sudden my camera switches to third person, and this little probe kind of comes around me there, and is going to try to heal me up. Now, he'll stop whenever I let go of the C key, but if at all possible, I'm going to try to get my hit points all the way back up, which is what I did when I did exactly that, so I can keep going. We're losing, I should say, this team deathmatch, the first team to score 50. I've seen it as 75, so I don't know if the first person that makes the match gets to choose, or if that really just depends on the amount of players that are in a match in terms of who gets to do what. However, this particular team deathmatch, the first person to get to 50 will win. And we're actually losing, but I'm doing fairly well, I would say. Wow, more than fairly well. I have 4 deaths and 7 kills. That's not too bad, considering how badly I was doing earlier today. I'm going to go ahead and click launch once again. Now, you see, if I had another mech right here, I could choose him. But I don't have another one. I did the test drive for a couple of mechs earlier, but seeing as I don't have those, I'm gonna go ahead and have to choose the default mech. Incoming. What's incoming? A missile? No, I don't see anything. Let's see if I can get this guy. Ah, crap! I'm gonna be double teamed. I gotta get out of the way. This is not gonna work for me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get out of the way. Yeah, that was sort of a difficult situation to get out of. They definitely tore me down there. So once again, gonna respawn and hope I can get some more kills before my kill death ratio gets too low. Gonna try to go for an easy kill on this guy, and I got him. I ended his kill streak for 30 XP. Where's some more enemies? We are definitely losing this match, but overall I think we're doing pretty good. I'm surprised there's 7 minutes left in this match, and we're almost we're over halfway to the end. That's impressive. Let's see, where is this guy? Let's see him. There he is. Let's see if I can get a quick, cheap kill. Ah. I inadvertently stole that other guy's kill, but I'll take it. Gives me 9 kills and 5 deaths. So, and these are jump pads. I've never actually, those little spinning discs are jump pads. I've never actually played this map before until today, so this is kind of a new experience for me. I didn't realize this game even had those kind of jump pad things. And I'm getting double teamed, possibly even triple teamed over here. But yeah, I didn't really stand much of a chance there. Gonna have to respawn again, and gonna click launch, and here I go. So, I'm gonna look around for some enemies. Again, you can see the mini map on the top right. Very, very standard stuff. The little red dots indicate your enemies, so it does a good job of letting you know where exactly you're supposed to go to find some action. And it also tells you, like, for example, if an enemy is above you or below you, so you'll know exactly where to look when you find an enemy. I guess that's sort of a positive and a negative depending on the type of player you are. Because this is an arcade game, I'm not too concerned with the whole giving your opponent's position away deal. I'm not really concerned with that. That doesn't bother me. But I think that if this was more of a simulation, I would sort of have issue with that. And I definitely didn't last very long there, but I'm still doing, well, I wouldn't say fairly well. Actually, almost everyone on the other team is pretty much wiping the floor with us as it is, but I'll take it, even though I may be in first place, but I'll still, I may be in first place and not be doing so well, but I'll still take first place on my team. So we're going to go around here and try to find some more enemies. Are we going to find any? Possibly. I think they're all up there, though. There's all the players on my team. I'm kind of over here all by myself. This is probably not a good idea. See if I can jump down and try to find somebody. Anybody there? Don't see anybody. So I'm going to turn around and jump up this jump pad. Let's see. Let's go on the jump pad. Is it going to work? Okay, there we go. The jump pads don't really work that well. Let's see. Is there an enemy there? It looks like it, but I don't see him. There's one. Let's see if I can get him. And he's followed. Whoa, I need to get out of here. I don't even want any part of that. Let's go back to... Way too many of those guys come back at once. Let's see. Let's go back to my friends here. Wow, yeah, that was... that would have been bad. Okay, let's see. We got to mount our comeback here. We are 12 points behind. Come on, guys. Something's attacking me. What's hitting me? Whoa, that guy just kind of jumped out of nowhere. Let's go ahead here. See if we can get him. Let's see. He's going to get... Got him. Yes, there we go. There we go. See if we can go ahead and heal up while I'm right here. Hopefully this cover will Help me and I won't get blown up while I'm trying to heal myself, but I'm under attack already, or I got shot at, but I'm still getting shot at by this guy that's right there. You see, that's an example of poor teamwork right there, guys. Come on, what's going on here? I'm trying to heal up and nobody's nobody's got my back. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and click launch again. I've definitely died more times than I care to admit. Well, how is it that I have 9 kills and 8 deaths and this guy has 7 deaths, or 7 kills and 9 deaths, and he's ahead of me? That makes no sense. Anyway, we're going to jump all the way down here, try to get away from these guys because they are definitely eating my lunch right now. And I sort of stole that kill there, but what do I care? I'm back on top on my team anyway. I really barely have. I only have 1 more kill than I have a death, but that just goes to show you how bad this actually is for us. Most of us on my team are doing much worse, but you can't win every game. We'll say that. You can't win every game. That's my excuse. We're going to go ahead and go around here, fight these guys off. These guys won't stand still. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. What in the world? Oh, I didn't mean to jump down here. And I'm gonna die. Yeah, that sucked. That really sucked. Okay, I'm gonna launch again. And let's go. They only have to get 4 more kills, and it looks like they're probably gonna do that in about a 10-minute about a 2.5-minute time span, I guess. Turn around, and there's a guy. Let's see if I can get this guy. Hopefully I don't turn into... There's always somebody... Wow, I got double teamed once again. Come on. It seems like there's just more... I know there's not more of those guys and there are me, but it almost seems that way. So we're going to go ahead and launch yet again. I now have more deaths than I have kills. Oh well. Let's see if we can find some enemies and just try to get our kill-death ratio back into a positive light. But I don't think we're going to. They only have to get 1 more kill and they win the match. So I'm just kind of going to run around, and there we go. We lost 36-50. That wasn't exactly the most glorious game. But of course, after you play the game, you can sort of see a statistics screen. You can take a look at, say, who had the highest scores, who had the most deaths. I had the 2nd most deaths. That's embarrassing. You can check out most assists. You can look at the scoreboard again. How much experience points did you earn? What your level is. Check out statistics, such as what's the best kill streak, how much damage you sustained, how much repairs you had, that sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead and leave the match. We just click this little button over here on the top right. And we click leave match and forfeit match progress. Well, it says that, but you're not really forfeiting match progress because you've already finished the match. So that's kind of weird. I think they need to fix that. Anyway, that about wraps it up for this first impressions video for Hawken. If you guys want to check out more about the game, head on over to MMOattack.com for more MMO gaming news, reviews, giveaways, opinions, and other awesomeness.